Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down is Murray. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And finally, he's out of bounds, but how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Dobbins, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick, because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice pickup on first down. 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
56, Mike, 56. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Yellow. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Mike, 56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
56. Check 56. Got you, boy.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down. And this one complete to Smith. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. The one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better, because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals before this.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset, because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big
pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Sheldon Rankins in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 83 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
There goes a deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Squish, double. Wall, get wall. Anyway. Flare.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, we got to get to the 43, 15.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
41-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check the hot read.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? But Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. Walk the run. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. And now it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
31 yards there and a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Got his man, it's Williams. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
44 check. Let's go, D.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Butler. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball. Joker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the screen.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 20-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run on 1st down. Meadows. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch out.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Let him know, let him know. Easy. 58 is the mic.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Right there, 56. Come off the ball.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
56 is the mic.
Now it's Mahomes again. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go, Butker.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. To throw again on second down. Murray Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A good pickup there of 22.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Murray. Open man, Butler complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 57, 57. 56.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
You're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd and 10, Murray, open man, completes it to Butler. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start things on 1st down with Bo Scarborough. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. It's Scarborough again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Butker able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Cardinals, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very